My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're gonna have a look at who your person is talking to and what they're telling these people, right? So we'll go into Magic Calabash, and in the extended, we're gonna look at what's happening in your person's life right now. How are they feeling? What is happening in their life? If there's a third party, what's happening with that? What's occupying their thoughts as a priority? And the next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. So let's get into this. Now, the last time I did a reading, and I didn't put out a reading on Friday because I could not. When I thought that I was at the tail end of this whole anger thing, apparently I just started. And what I discovered is the hardest part of setting a boundary is maintaining, because people, they like to test to see if you're serious, and you have to be willing to defend your position. And that's what the last reading told us, that we had to be willing to defend our position by any means necessary. I didn't understand what that meant at the time, but I grew to understand. And I was raging for about 2 days. I couldn't even work. I couldn't work because, especially when you're doing SRT or anything with channeling, if you're in any kind of emotionally dysregulated state, you're just putting yourself at a risk for all sorts of different things. I couldn't even work, right? I knew that my anger was trying to tell me something. And usually anger is anger because, as light workers, we don't like to acknowledge, talk about these things, or even when they do come up, we try to love and light stuff away. But all shadow, the shadow knows, right? And the shadow knew that there was a boundary violation that's been happening for a very long time that I needed to deal with, especially with my neighbor, right? I'd set the boundary once and I just kind of allowed it to lapse, and it was just a year of absolute torment because I wasn't willing to defend that boundary that I had set. But you soon realize that I'm willing and able right now on all levels, whether it is verbally, legally, and spiritually. I am willing to defend the boundary that I set. But whilst I was trying to figure out what the shadow was telling me, I was raging for 2 days. What helped? It helped, one, by shifting the energy, raising my vibration. And I did that. I had to do that through, one, connecting to the love around me. So connecting to the love of my family, connecting to the love of my twin, connecting to the love of my friends. It was like connecting to the love of my ancestors, connecting to the love of my dad, right? I had to connect to all these different aspects of love around me in order to balance what was happening to me. And then I had to kind of shift the energy and transmute it. So I ended up playing music and dancing. And that seemed to help enough for me to observe what I was feeling and try to figure out what my anger was trying to point me to. And I realized that there have been many boundary violations in my life that I've not given voice to. So this week, it seemed like, the past week was about giving voice to the shadow, because the shadow knows. The shadow knows the things that we don't want to admit to ourselves, because the shadow is about our subconscious and unconscious. The things that we don't want to acknowledge that we know, and the things that we don't know. So this is why all this anger is pouring out in the collective. And some person said, a couple of people reached out and said, well, when I was doing that reading, they didn't finish the reading because they thought that it just did not pertain to them. But something happened to them that particular day, and they had to come back to the reading. So we are all collectively joined, right? We are not separated. Separation is an illusion. So I just wanted to share that. So we have to get to a place where we can translate what the anger is trying to tell us, because it's always trying to tell us an important message. Okay, so for me, it was about a boundary violation. It might be something else for you, but it's usually something, your boundaries, or your needs not being met, or you're being treated unfairly. There's something that the shadow knows that you don't want to acknowledge to yourself. Okay, all right. So let's get into the reading. I want to share that because sometimes it just helps. Okay, the feminine. The feminine, and that's another thing that I downloaded, that it really helps the distorted masculine, which is kind of the anger and rage, to get the feminine to come and counterbalance the feminine energy, not the feminine as in us, although that helps as well. Just as how connecting to love helped me, connecting to the feminine also helps balance the distorted masculine. All right, so the energy of a person right now, they are in the feminine. Maybe that's why I had to connect to my twin. They are intuitive, they are receptive, they are balancing that feminine energy, which is what a message that we've been seeing, right? They're in the energy of the mother. Let's get a significator for your person generally and their energy towards you. Generally, they are in pain. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But if you notice here, even though they are in pain, and for some of them, this pain is from jealousy. You see how green they are. This pain, even though they're triggered, you see that all that yellow there. This pain is causing some massive transformation. You can't ignore the scorpion, right? And Scorpio is about transformation, change, death causing rebirth, right? So this is exactly what's happening with your person right now. They're in pain, but this pain is causing some massive changes in their life. Okay, so that's the energy generally. It is transformation through pain. So we can either transform through love or we can transform through pain. So your person has decided to transform through pain. When you don't respond to the prompts of the universe, the loving prompts, then you transform through the pain, the natural consequences of all actions or inactions, their energy towards you. This is the Amulet Friends Oracle. We have birth life. So the energy towards you is to be intrinsically linked with you and to birth something new with you. There's a lot of pink in their energy, and pink is about healing. And if you notice, this person is cracked open, and they're cracked open to the idea of you guys being together, you guys being entwined. And this feels like a union energy because you can't even see where the snake begins and where this kind of goat energy ends. Okay, they see you guys as well as a counterbalance. You all are always balancing each other's energy. They're in their masculine energy, you might be in your feminine energy, constantly balancing until you guys come to center. So they want to birth something new, start something new. They're cracked open and receptive to this idea at this time. All right, so let's see who they are talking to. Let me get my pendulum. Spirit, are they talking to one person, two persons, three persons, or more? They're talking to three persons about you already. So let's see who these three persons are. All right, so I'll take them out one by one. All right, so let's give us a nice, and then I'll dip right underneath. I can't see as well. Who's this? All right, so we have a co-worker, and this person always pops up, don't they? Their work wife or their work husband. So there's a co-worker that they're talking to, someone that they trust, obviously. And we kind of get close to the people that we work with, right? And they're talking to this person about you. All right, let's see this person's energy towards you, generally and towards you. I shuffled this already, so I just gave it another thingy. All right, what's the energy here? We have health, okay, and this feels like balance, optimism, the sun. All right, The energy generally, and then the energy towards you. Energy generally, this co-worker. We have devotion. So this is someone who is a loyal friend. Now, this could also be someone who might be in love with your person, but they realize like it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. There's a dead bird here, right? But they are devoted to your person. They might have even had, your person could have had a relationship at one time with this person, or this person may have fantasies of being with your person, but they are loyal to your person, and they're a loyal person generally. They may have gone through some difficult relationships. This person may be someone that's been married and divorced. Okay, so they have a lot of experience. I don't know if they have wisdom, but they have a lot of experience where relationships are concerned. They have been together with someone, and they also know about single life, and they know about pain. Their energy towards you. Let's see if we like them or not. The energy towards you. We have patience. All right. Okay. They may see you as someone who is very patient. They see you as someone very elevated. They may see you as someone as trustworthy. Your sword of truth is up, and it is something that I'm not saying it correctly. Hallmarks you, right? It's one of your hallmarks, your characteristics, right? They know that your person is always thinking about you, and they know that you've been patient with this whole situation. Okay, they may even be telling your person to have patience with you in this relationship, or to take it slow. All right, all right. So, what are they telling this person, this co-worker, about you? What are they telling this co-worker about you? That's my water alarm. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. They could be telling this co-worker that this is some kind of addiction. Maybe this is limerence. This is nothing real. It's quite possible. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse, which talks about a toxic situation. It talks about addiction. What are they telling you? What is your person, telling this person about you? We have, this is what the Fool in reverse. Okay, I kind of see what a Nine of Cups means now. Yeah, the Star. All right, I see what a Nine of Cups in reverse underneath the neck meant. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. Ooh, they're telling this person what went down between you guys. It looks like it was very painful. And the Queen of Wands. Oh my. All right. Well, they're telling this person like they missed the boat with you. Okay, they missed the boat. They were immature. They were young, and young. They could be, I mean, chronologically young, right? But it could have just been young in terms of their emotional development, how their experience with life. They were young. They were foolish, and they hurt you. That's what they're saying. Four swords in reverse. They hurt you. They hurt you. And you didn't deserve it. They see now that you are a star. They see you as someone who is deeply spiritual. And I don't want to say all knowing, but you know some shit. They see you as very intuitive. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse, she's sexy, she's fiery, she's passionate. So they may be telling people that you are sexy, fiery, and passionate, and that you don't suffer fools. You don't suffer fools. Okay? You are straightforward kind of person. You are about your business, and you don't stick crap from other people, right? You defend yourself. They may be telling this person that you are a star. Maybe some of you guys, maybe you're an influencer. Maybe some of you guys are well known either in your community or maybe nationally or internationally. But either way, they see you as someone who is a cut above the rest. And that's why that Nine of Cups in reverse underneath the deck is them thinking that they are not good enough for you. So you are triggering a lot of this person's insecurities. So maybe that's why we saw all those triggers coming up here with the first card, right? Because when your person looks at you, they feel inadequate, right? But they feel inadequate because they've not found their passion and purpose as yet. When you are on your passion and purpose, you don't have time to look at anybody else and think about what you have and what they don't have and what you don't have time for that. You're on your business, right? And you have found your passion and purpose as the Queen of Wands. So you're not studying anybody else. You know nobody else can compare to you, right? You are on your business. Your person has time to look around and feel inadequate because they have not found their passion and purpose. They've not realized that they are unique. Their energy cannot be replicated. And that they are irreplaceable. They haven't figured that out as yet. Okay? Let's see who else they're talking to and what they're saying. Who else they're talking to right now? Okay, let's see who this is. Oh Lord, what's this? We have a side piece. Now, this side piece could be, well, it could be somebody else besides the person that they're known to be with. So your person could have multiple karmics. Okay, so this could be either the karmic you know or the karmic you don't know. Let's figure it out. Spirit, is this the karmic that viewer knows or a karmic that they don't know? It's a karmic that they don't know. So your person can have multiple people in their energy. Is this a current side piece or past side piece? It's a past side piece. All right. So it feels like this may be someone that your person may have had some kind of affair with or a situationship with, and now it looks like they have turned confidants. Okay. Friends. It looks like. Okay. So let's see the energy of this person generally and their energy towards you. Energy generally. We have vision. Okay, so this could be someone who is intuitive, perceptive. This is someone who could be visionary. They may see things, before it happens. Spiritually, yes, but also in terms of innovation. Yeah, this could definitely be someone deeply spiritual, deeply psychic, as well, and able to see other people's perspectives. We have a card number 12, and 12 is about the hangman, and that's about seeing another perspective, a higher perspective. The energy towards you. We have ostentation. Okay. They may think that you are snobbish. They may think that you are snobbish. They may think that you are well off. They may think that you might be judgmental in your ivory tower. They may think that you are elevated above others, especially when it comes to financial security. They may think that the words that are coming through are hoity-toity. Okay, they may say that you think that you're better than others, but this is coming from, it feels like a place of jealousy. What is your person telling this person about you? We have the Seven of Pentacles, and that's about investment. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. We have the Strength card in reverse. And we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So what are they telling this person? Well, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. And this about planning, this about investment. So it could be that they're telling this person that they do want to have something with you, that they're in the planning stages of it, but they intend to ground this connection, give this connection life. We did have that birth life card, right? They want to give this form, right? Physical form in this 3D universe. They may be telling this person that you guys ain't talking right now, right? And they're not going to be reaching out because right now they don't even know what to say. They're also telling this person that when they talk to you, they feel vulnerable and they feel weak and they don't feel good enough. They feel insecure. They may be telling this person that right now the energy is stagnated between you guys because neither of you are reaching out or putting yourself out there. Okay, but their intention, the vision that they have for this connection is to invest, to put their energy, their effort into this, and to put this thing on solid ground, right? To put this thing on solid ground. They may also be telling a person that, that you may have a good like business sense, right? Business sense. So they might be planning to collaborate with you on some kind of project that's meant to make you both financially stable or financially prosperous. So they're telling this person their plans, but they're also telling this person that they don't know how to push these plans forward or take these plans forward because neither of you are showing your hand at this time. Nobody is coming out there declaring their feelings. Nobody is coming out there and putting their self out there. It feels like both of you are very guarded with your energy and emotions at this time. Okay? So they're also telling this person that they don't know where they stand with you. You're not giving anything away. You have a poker face going on. You're not giving anything away. And they don't know how you feel about them. And you don't know if you are still entertaining some kind of future with them. But they want to entertain a future with you. They want to birth life into the situation. That's what they said. So your person, their plans are to revitalize this relationship. They see this connection right now as being stagnant, that the energy is stagnant. Okay? Yes. That the energy is stagnant, that you guys may be in some kind of conflict at this time. And I remember when I read for you guys from that book, The Spirit of Intimacy, where the author was saying that conflict is a signal that the energy is stagnant in the relationship or connection. So it feels like the energy is stagnant in this connection right now, and neither of you are doing anything to propel it forward. Each person waiting on the other to make some kind of move. Okay. Who else is your person talking to? So we have a past side chick. We have a past side person. We have a co-worker. Who else are they talking to? Let me get below here. Oh, what's this? We have pastoral. So this is a counselor. It may be a pastor, a priest, a spiritual or religious leader. But this is someone that they've gone to for counseling. All right. Let's see this person's energy. Their energy generally. We have defense. This is someone very defensive. So I'm feeling a kind of wounded healer energy, meaning that they are in need of healing, evolution of their own, but they may be giving advice to others and not being recognition of their own shit. So I feel like this might be someone who is blissfully unaware that they also have a lot of stuff to process, and they escape from processing that other stuff by giving advice to others. So it's someone who is very much in an ego state and yet trying to help other people. So they don't have an awareness of their own stuff. They can only see the stuff in others. So someone who's very defensive, very closed off from themselves, their own emotions, and things that are happening around them, but they're always willing and ready to give advice. They can't mind their own business, but they're always willing and ready to give advice. All right, the energy towards you. Woo. We have decision, okay? So they're telling a person that they have to make a decision. All right, they can't keep straddling and going back and forth. They're here, they're there. 1 minute they're in love, and next minute they're this, and they can't keep going back and forth. They're thinking your person has to make a decision. Are they in or are they out? They have to make it. They're telling your person they have to make a decision about you. They can't keep on playing games. Let's see what your person is telling this person about you. We have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords could be about healing, but it could be as well about moving on. We have the Hermit. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. What are they telling this person about you? And we have the Devil in reverse. They're telling this person that since you've left or since you've moved on from this connection, they have been spending a lot of time alone. And that time alone has allowed them to address their addictions. It's allowed them to address some of the dysfunction within themselves that is manifesting on the outside of themselves. So manifesting at work, manifesting in their intimate relationships, manifesting with their relationships with their family members. So they're telling this person that you have triggered this inward, this reflexive process that's allowed them to take action on some things and some people in their life that was not for their highest good, that was dysfunctional, that was toxic. You taking your energy away allowed them to do that. So it feels like what they're basically telling this person is that they were using you as a distraction from looking at their stuff. They were basically their plain energy vampire, right? And whenever they need a quick pick-me-up, right, they would run towards you. You give them your little vitamin supplements, right? Your energetic vitamins and supplements. They get boosted up and then they go back inside the same dysfunction again. But you removing your energy or pulling back your energy allow this person to do the reflective work that they needed in order to address their shit. Let me ask, what does your person want you to know at this time? So in the extended, we're going to look at how they're feeling about you, what's happening in their life. If there's a third party, what's happening with that? What's occupying their thoughts as a priority? Their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. But we want to know, what do they most want to tell you? understand what's the message that they want. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So they've been engaged in this reflexive process, right? And they're realizing that they really hurt you very deeply. I don't think they wanted to acknowledge, right? It's in their subconscious. They didn't want to acknowledge the depth um, of pain that they cause, right? They still want to see themselves as the good guy, the good person, right? But now they're saying they hurt you very deeply. And this is something that there's a lot of shame around for them. So many things remind me of you. So maybe they thought when you pulled back your energy, okay, well, life will be so much easier. It will be easy to forget you, but Spirit's not having it. Everything around them reminds them of you and what you guys had. So they're getting no reprieve. I will wait for a sign for you. So it looks like they're waiting for some kind of sign, whether it's an energetic sign or a physical sign, that you're going to be receptive to their energy, or receptive to their overtures, or receptive to their apology. Or they're waiting for a sign that you still love them, you still like them, you're still interested in them. And then I wish I could take back my words. So it feels like there's something more than something they may have done. There may have been something that they said that really wounded you to your core. And they really regret having said that. You know, the things that don't come back, the spent hour and the spoken word. So they really wish that they could just do things all over again. I regret lying to you, and maybe the thing that hurt you most was their lies, their deception. And it could have been lies of omission, or it could just have been like direct lies. So we're going to go deeper in the extended, but if you can't join me in the extended, let me get some advice from Spirit for you. And this is the Sacred Mothers and Goddesses Oracle. And underneath the deck, we have Yemaya. And it says, surrender and soothe. So it feels like surrendering to the healing power of Mother Earth, or the healing power of your emotions, right? Maybe it may not be so soothing at first, but eventually, as you acknowledge and release these emotions, you're going to find a lot of peace. All right, what's the message here today? We have Ain, reclaim joy, right? So this is about connecting to the joy around you. Where there's this joy that comes from the sun, from the earth, from trees, from family members, from friends. They're saying that joy is all around you, and they want you to connect with it. Let's see. Oh gosh, these words are so tiny. Okay, sorry about that. Celtic sun goddess and Irish fairy queen, Ain. She's a powerful sun goddess of love, light, and fertility, whose name means melody and bright. Her cult is still strong in and around Limerick, Ireland, where she is worshipped during the summer solstice. She's associated with fire and water healing rites, and is said to be the one who gives and takes away the vital spark of life. As such, she is associated with death and transition. So we started with that, and we are ending with that. Known for her glow and radiant beauty, she is the goddess of nature, magic, and the protectress of the fecundity of flora and fauna. If you have received this card, it's telling you that it's asking you, are you feeling tired and or bored with your life, job, or relationship? Are you settling into contentment but wish your life had more joy? Now is a good time to reclaim joy and restore your spirit of eagerness by doing new things. Actions you can take. Explore new places and activities. Delight in simple treats like a new movie or new restaurant, Allow yourself to take a class or engage in a favorite hobby. Take a walk in nature, look for fairies and elementals. So all the different ideas that they have is about bringing newness and joy back to life, bringing back that spark of wonder and awe. Because once that's not happening in our life, then what we tend to do is look for a lot of distractions. That's when we tend to fall into addiction. That's when we go online and we buy up a whole sort of shit that we wouldn't have normally done. Or we may go out and order a lot of food that we wouldn't usually eat. Or, we call up people in our little black book, right? that we wouldn't usually entertain because we want this sense of newness into our life. And it reminds me of this dating coach that I was following, right? And he was talking about, is he a cheater? I've just pulled it up here and put the volume, right? And it's just about not just being a cheater, because cheating or having a sexual addiction is just one way that people try to find newness. It's about not having goals, passions, um, and a hobby that allows you to engage with wonder and awe. So, this is what he was saying.
You're going to have to figure out his novelty. Now, most people understand that guys that are in power will cheat more often, but cheating is not just about having power, it's mostly about feeling powerless. And so, if you make more than a guy, he'll probably cheat on you. If he is unhappy in his marriage because you emasculate him, because of your masculine energy, he probably will cheat on you. But novelty is about newness. So one of the things that I tell my clients as a dating coach is you want to ask him what his goals are and if he's attained them this year or not. If he doesn't have any goals, please understand there's no newness in his life. He's not growing and he's staying stagnant, which is going to give him a greater probability of actually feeling inadequate, which is going to make him want to cheat. So that's number one. Ask him what his goals are. Number two, you want to when you have a disagreement with him, you want to see, is he open to another person's viewpoint or not? If he's open to new ideas, new perspectives. If he's not, he's staying stagnant again, which is going to make him feel inadequate. That's why people like on the...
Exactly. So it's about connecting to newness, connecting to purpose, connecting to the energy of joy. Because once that's not happening, then we find all kind of weird things to pass the time. Okay. All right, my love. So that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. If you are resonating with this reading and you want to go deeper, where we go and look at your person, join me next time. Otherwise, thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes. I appreciate it all. And those of you that interact with, add this beautiful energy exchange from me and other readers that you may enjoy. Take care.